Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. Here to deliver to yours and here's more delicious propaganda. We are on Semois in the daytime from the SNF tournament. Once more we bring a match, this time between Solrocky, also known as 12-Rocky, but Rocky, apparently, some people like to think, spelling out letters with numbers is like totally awesome, dude. And like my fingers, they like thing. Anyways, we are seeing the Wehrmacht under Simon, aka Armstrong, another Danish champion of Company of Heroes. So many Danes, so many actually good at Company of Heroes. What a surprise! National pride, withstanding, pretty good player, very good, excellent champion. All that, fighting for the Wehrmacht though, fighting for the. Oh, I don't know, 17th SS, Götz von Berlichingen, opposing him, of course, Rocky of the, oh, I don't know, let's just say 2nd Infantry Division. We are seeing some pioneers heading eastward, some pioneers heading west. No, they're actually laying down some wire first, so again, Armstrong actually wiring off here, so again, I don't, others players do. I know both of the sides, are pretty high ranked, so I mean, that is one is pretty much up to yourself what you want to do. If you actually want to, I'm just, pointing out both sides, and of course, that is what matters, I would say. And ultimately, again, it's ultimately yourself that have to make the judgment: do I want to wire or do I not want to wire? But going for the point like this, the Volkskrone is taking point in the name of das Vaterland. Point secured here, heading over to the high munitions, wiring off there, nice and lovely. Bit of flapstastic issues, but securing munitions down there. Whoa, that sounded weird. And looks like we are seeing a Rocky getting ready for some pretty aggressive early on action. Well, in the meanwhile, a note here, he's actually wiring down this area. And some of you might be wondering, why is he doing that? And my theory is it's because of jeeps, they can't actually move through there. Although I'm not actually entirely sure myself. That is my best guess, basically. We are seeing some engineers, they're caught in the eyesight of the Volksgrenadiere, opening up, firing a few shots above them, warning the engineers about their presence rather than actually killing them. How nice. Or it might just be because the Volksgrenadiers can't hit the broadside of a barn this time around. And moving in then, there of course is the sort of, backside to this early wiring off. Again, engineers can do it in short amount of time. Of course, if the rifle are moving up there again, you're safe. If not, well, tough luck. And also note, he's quick to lay down sandbags, of course, to protect himself while doing so. Nice move. Again, laying down sandbags before taking what I suppose you'd call a exposed point, or risky point, of course, certainly gives you a much better chance of actually at least rendering a neutral or, getting it yourself. But we are seeing a jeep following up, so 2 engineer riflemen squad and not sure. Trying again, Parnes lost a few seconds there. Sadly, I had rather forgotten to clear out some of all the raw footage in my impetus to create, of course, episodes for several days and a few other days. Because again, I'm heading a bit home for the weekend. But there we go, nice harassment again for the fuel. Sandbags, of course, will also ensure the MG42 can't immediately suppress it. At the same time, we are seeing a jeep causing a bit of havoc for Simon and the 17th SS. MG moving in, Pioneers also moving in, though they are out in the open and the engineers are holding off quite nicely. MP40s versus grease guns. And there we go, the MG42 joins in, but even then the engineers aren't going to suppress any time. Oh, that was actually ordinarily quick, but even then there's a jeep ready to cause havoc if it so desires. And even then, it's going to take some time then for Simon. He's going down with his own sandbags, but of course he's going to take a bit more damage while laying it down. You are exposed while building. You're taking more damage when you're easy to hit. And even then, of course, yeah, now they are not really in good condition. There you go, the Pioneers run off. The fuel is still Rockies. And a bit of more sandbags right there. Great use of sandbags from both sides. You can take points. Although, of course, there could also be some sandbags here to sort of further fortify this point. And now they're moving in to try and deal with the riflemen. Engineers going in for the cutoff. Oh, flamethrowers. This could prove very, very nasty. And looks like he's actually given up. He's getting a sniper though, but looks like he's given up on the fuel immediately. Which looks a bit sandwiched there between the two. Sandbags. Sniper here, MG supporting, rifles charging right in, hitting a mine, taking losses. In the meanwhile, flamethrower on the engineers. Volkswagen forced out of cover. They're burning. Toasty. Sauerkrauts indeed. And Sniper drops a rifle from the Jeep, charges in, hitting the flank. Absolutely insane play right there by Rocky. He even managed to damage the Jeep. The Sniper bit, but he might not make it out of there. Or does he actually? Oh my goodness, he does! And the MG42 is pointing in the wrong direction just as Rocky charges in with a flamethrower. My goodness. And now just getting absolutely gunned down. He is finally stopped the rampage of Rocky. And the 2nd Infantry is stopped. Or rather, brutal attempt of the 17th SS. Rather close too. And now we are seeing the Krieg barracks going up. Troops reinforcing. We are seeing a supply add up. You might even see a motor pool right away, in fact. He's been a bit too preoccupied here to actually use all of his resources. Still holding off most of the map. In fact, going for the cutoff points. And really, I mean, Simon is currently starved for resources, starved for fuel, slightly starved for munitions. He's definitely a bit hungry for more. Perhaps not starved, but certainly famished, hungry. Ravenous for munitions, which the Wehrmacht consumes like a great war machine. Just like any other war machine. Krieg bags going up. Going for the cutoff there again. Or the choke point, or whatever you would like to consider it. Trier center going up as well, and there we go. The motor pool is ready. We will probably be seeing an armored car. No, we're not. We're seeing the M3-M5 half-track. My goodness. This is definitely in the rarer end of things. I wonder what he'll do with it. So rare to see an American actually use a half-track. It's not like it's bad. Far from it. I mean, it's just, you know, not a tank. But even then, I mean, for some, it's 50 caliber machine gun. It's actually pretty lethal. And by pretty lethal, I mean pretty lethal. And he's actually stuffing troops into it. My God. He's actually using the half-track to transport people. What could he be planning? This is insidious. Exciting. Mines going down right there. Lovely by Simon. Of course, the Jeep might spot it and sort of go, hey guys, you might not want to go down there. There's mines. And we are seeing the half-track rolling out. Charging in. 50 caliber primed and ready. Crashing through the cafe. Leaving René frustrated as he sees Customs must flee in panic. Though they might have done that with all the other firing. And there go the 50 caliber charges in at the MG42 and forces it back. And he's going in after it. Ooh, he might be going for a base run. I mean, if he gets some demo charges up, he could actually wreck a lot of Simon's base. That would be absolutely devastating. But there we go, charging in the 50 caliber, aim but can't quite fire. I mean, the problem is with the half-track is it's a bit slow to turn, but still, nonetheless, let's see what happens. Pack up, rifleman popping out to deal with it. Excellent flamethrower engineers joining in. The 50 caliber tears through several of the MG gunners, leaving it behind. If Rocky was, of course, to seize that, would be insane, amazing. And there we go, the pack cleared out in seconds as well. Volkswagen's moving in, Pioneers, and the 30 caliber cuts down another Pioneer. Grenadiers out right in front. Quickly getting targeted by the 50 caliber. Grenades, and there we go, another kill on the 50 caliber, by the way. And the Engineers actually go down a bit tragically. But still, there's a 50 caliber half-track on the field. And just note, already Veterans E1, he just tears through enemies. 7 kills. Jeep charges in. And it is reinforcing, but really this is causing huge havoc. And again, he's flooding a bit of resource, but of course, unspent considering all the attention he's sort of lavishing on this engagement. He's trying to recruit the pack, and oh, the Jeep matches in, allowing the 50. There we go. More gunners down. 10 kills on the half-track. This is a half-track of doom and destruction. This is just tearing through Simon's men like a hot knife through butter, except it's a 50 caliber through butter. Even worse. And more spectacular depending on which side you're on. Jeep could be going down, but even then. And the sniper was actually killed as well. Rifleman could reinforce, of course. And Veterans E2 for the half-track. That actually gives it a 50%, and not actually a 25% accuracy bonus, meaning it's actually more lethal. It's even got even better chance to actually kill things. 14 kills already on this half-track. This is more than most half-tracks ever get to see, but even then, I mean, great usage. And again, I think this rather shows, you know, well, managed half-track can actually do a lot of damage. 16 kills. 16! Get out the rifle again, I think. Just try and reinforce again. Seems like he's not quite interested, but even then he's done a ton of damage. And sadly, he did not get to recruit the MG4. I mean, that would really have made it difficult for Simon to get back in. But let's in fact go have a look at him. Facing off against this half-tech of Doom versus this beast of a gunner. He's definitely done his share to simply tear through the crowd. And there go Fultz moving in. And just notice how quickly things are going sour for them. Another man dead in seconds in the blink of an eye. And now a Greyhound is rolling in. Oh dear, this could actually go a bit badly. But there we go, turning on this again. And there we go, quickly dropping another man. And the Greyhound ensuring that the last gunner can't get there. And again, another kill. 19 kills on the half-track. 20 kills. Greyhound mines evaporates the MD crew. Kills Grenadiers, Fultz Grenadiers, while the half-track 21 kills. He needs to get out of there, though. This is simply too much. Or at least he should try and do something a bit more. But this is absolutely madness. Grenadiers moving in. Half-track. Okay, I think it's time to go. That half-track might have even been some time ago. But another kill. 23 kills. Riflemen need to get out of there. Oh no, it was so close. But 23 kills on a half-track. And I mean, it wasn't exactly something that just, you know, took a lot of effort. And another unit down. So heavy losses for Simon. I think that was a pioneer. Yes, indeed. Going right there for the fuel. And again, lots of harassment. But also a lot of damage. And mine's going off right there. Oh, that was fortunate. But one half-track. 23 kills. Do not underestimate the American half-track. In the hands of a good player, it can absolutely wreak havoc, as you noticed. And if he'd gotten it up to veterancy 3, it would even have done more damage. So, there you go. Of course, it's not a tank, and of course, you have to sort of be careful in using it. But nonetheless, well handled. It's a killing machine. So, definitely heavy losses for the 17th. As there, many men went down. Many. And there we go, they're quickly salvaging everything worth right there from the American vehicles. Even lost a sniper, of course. In that sense, he has been greatly wounded. Fultz Grenadiers lost, well, partly lost. At least the men were lost sort of directly, but not entire squads. Pioneers were lost, snipers were lost, and of course the MG. So you had to recruit that as well.
We're losing territory.
There's really a lot of resources gone for Simon, who could otherwise have used in a more aggressive fashion. Again, all thanks to one half-track. That definitely earned itself in, plus more. No way around that. Looks like, though, he has gone terror. And by this looks of things, he might have gone for the left-hand side, waiting for propaganda war. Oh, mine goes off, killing 2 MG gunners and quickly rushing them off again. No medics to help those fellows. Another engagement up north. Fultz Grenadiers lining up in the house. Riflemen with Browning automatics, engineers outside, hoping to cook out the crowd, so even just get them out of there generally. There we go, burning out the Fultz Grenadiers. Medic pack goes up. That's pretty brave by Simon. He seems confident he can get them out of there. And the Fultz Grenadiers might actually die. Oh dear, Simon sacrificed them. And he's down to... Oh, he's replacing them with Grenadiers, and he's actually getting Kampfkraft send up, so we could be seeing veterans soon. And there we go, veterans who won. And another engagement, Grenadiers caught south. Fultz Grenadiers now getting equipped with the MP40, the machine pistol 40. Rifleman dropped. And there we go, MP40's up, but they might not survive. And there we go, retreating. Oh dear, Heinz Helmut, make it out of... Oh, he lost it, and the 50 munitions. Rocky continues to take a high toll on the men of the Wehrmacht, murdering Volksgrenadiers left and right. The 17th SS are suffering greatly in this battle, and again, that half-track. Oh, that half-track. So rare you get to see great American half-track usage, and an absolute pleasure when you do see it. MG42 setting up. Grenadiers moving in, a bit under fire.
We are losing ground.
Riflemen suppressed. More Grenadiers moving in. Veteran C2 on the way. One rifleman down still. Rocky is holding on to most of the map, holding on to most of the points. The Grenadiers are rushing in, grenading them out, forcing them away. Oh, some of the Y got wrecked. And another push up south. Well, from the center, actually. And some riflemen moving in. But now the Grenadiers do have a bit of a better chance. Thanks to elite armor, and Hank goes down, with John wounded, looking on in terror. And we are seeing a pack just in case, you know, Rocky decides to hit with something. No, he's actually going for the weapon support, and he did not try to rush for armor, which could have been a nice choice, you know, adding, you know, insult to injury and pushing on and all that. But no, he decides to go for a sniper instead. And interesting enough, I mean, again, he was pretty focused here, but even then, he could have, you know, tried to mine all the routes here, which could again made it rather difficult for Simon to move through. But again, he might have been more confident. And finally, you know, he could also, you know, have laid down some demo charges while he was in the base, but that seemed to be never really to be part of his plan, which is a shame. That could easily have knocked out that Krieg barracks and really, really crippled Simon. That could even been GG then. But there are a few mines from Rocky right there. Munitions being secured there, wiring off there. And a third Grenadier squad out. The 17th SS calling in the best of its men. It kind of muster at the time. Lining the front lines. Ooh, barely dodging the mine right there. Still possessing some map advantage. Another sniper out for Simon. Of course, one out for Rocky, and he's getting anti-tank guns now, supplied upgrade. He could benefit with the medic station, and of course, Simon with a medic bunker. And another Grenadier down.
The enemy advances.
Now the reign of the American sniper has begun. MG42 in a nice Overwatch position. He could get a veteran C1, of course, to help a bit with its killing power. Moving southwards, gaining a few riflemen there, dropping a few in fact. Quite a bit of action going on. The Grenadiers pushing on in the name of the fatherland. Sniper ready, going for the fuel point again. Rocky's domination is rather complete. Oh, grenades out! Rocky seems now to be focusing rather heavy on infantry fighting. Does not want to seem to push his armoured advantage. Want to create one for that matter. Which in some way is slowing down his operations and could give Simon the advantage. In particular, since he's gone terror. And could of course then try and get a King Tiger. Of course, a King Tiger just getting it, of course, is not going to win the war, but if he, with all the Grenadiers he's getting, of course, he could then have a decent force to actually push forwards with. Unless, of course, the Grenadiers get killed off first by, say, Shermans. Engineer down, fighting down south as well. Lots of aggression again, going for the cutoff point, going for the vital points. Very, very aggressive play by Rocky, absolutely excellent. American play, although again, I would wish he would also focus more on the sort of defensive aspects and the slowing down your opponent's advance aspects like mines. Grenade there, ooh, a bit too short. Doesn't do enough. Still, he managed to cut it off, and he's going for the victory point as well.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Quite a bit of fighting going on, left and right.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
And of course, looks like Rocky has not gone for a doctor either. Could it be he's going armor himself? And again, yes, he's also going for the big tank. So both players, in that sense, actually sort of mirroring each other. Probably not without knowing it, but again, both sides going for the biggest tanks in the hopes of finishing things off either side.
Report, we are losing a sector. Supply lines are broken.
Of course, question is, will it work for Rocky? Will it work, or will it be his doom? Doom!
Alright, we got, looks like AT. Anti-personnel.
Bit of mine swept there, mine's going down, Grenadiers advancing. Sniper actually missed, or didn't he just fire? Oh! German sniper fires and gets the American. Nicely done right there. And propaganda war opens up as well. Saves the Grenadiers and sniper joins in. Bit of a grenade there, MG42 moving in. Has to be careful. Vorsicht. Down south, S1mon pushes forwards. The men of the Panzergrenadier Division.
Win this war by standing around.
A few riflemen drop dead. And slowly advancing in the name of Uncle Sam. Or the Wehrmacht, actually, in this case. Rocky's a bit more now on the defensive, having lost his advantage, his edge. And S1mon now pushing back with solid German steel. Now going for the Sturm Armory, perhaps hoping to add something a bit more mobile, something to put things even more to his advantage. So in this sense, this could really put Rocky on the background, since he's currently a bit more static at the moment, at least slower moving. So that is not a bad idea. Bit of sniper fire right there on the rifleman, jolly good. And some Grenadiers moving about north. It looks like Rocky's pushing in. Ooh, quick flamethrower into the building. Toasting the Grenadiers next door. The Grenadiers were complaining about it being a bit colder, but I'm not sure that is how they wanted it to be heated up.
We're losing ground out there.
Oh dear, grenades going off left. Oh my goodness! So many killed in one spot, and there's a BAR left behind. The sniper also retreats, actually. Interesting. Interesting. Did Rocky get a sniper of his own again? Yes, indeed. So that, of course, could have been what forced away S1mon. Desperately rushing in to perhaps pick up the BAR and denied the Krauts. I mean, the Americans. Dear, oh dear. He managed to secure it, but for how long? Or will he drop it again? Maimed and brutalized. The Grenadiers running away, but now counter-attacking as the Americans split up, allowing for easier targets for the Grenadiers. And there we go, another man sniped. Perhaps it's time you retreat now, but what is this? Armored car out and Pershing ready. While the Grenadiers retreat further back, the armored car moves in to open a path up for the Grenadiers. Nicely done. And the engineers are the first victims of this. The riflemen are trying to quickly move in and save the engineers' day, and there we go. Ooh, nice harassment attempt here up north by S1mon's Grenadiers as well. Riflemen closer home to sticky bomb, sniper fire going on here against the riflemen, MG42 Grenadiers, more, the others retreating. Just as all of this is going on. Oh, sticky bomb does go off. Pershing though advances. And there's another armored car, but there's not much that can directly stop the Pershing, except of course the anti-tank gun.
Losing ground out there.
Armored car has to be careful. So far the Pershing is yet to fire. There we go. Oh! One more hit and it's good night, armored car.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
Does manage to escape, and so does the Pershing with almost half health. Almost down to half health, I suppose, to be more specific. And a bit of counter work there to stop the Grenadiers up north. Quite a bit of things going on here. Pershing needs to be careful. He needs some repairs. He could even just go for field repairs if he's that desperate. Lighter engagement here. The Grenadiers having the drop on the riflemen since the riflemen are a bit preoccupied, taking back the victory point, which could prove to be to their disadvantage. There we go, though, done. Well, they're getting pushed back. At the same time, fresh engagements with the Pershing, actually killing something this time around, getting a Grenadier, and blowing up an old truck. How glorious. German pressure though increased, although they have been pushed a bit back again. MG crew almost down. That is definitely less fortunate for Simon.
We're losing ground out there.
Engagements up here continue. The riflemen are not actually winning. Very few men left, very little health left. Whereas the Grenadiers are in pretty much good condition. And there we go, nice push against the Grenadiers up north, clears the path, clears the area. And a Stug actually moves in, sniper continues up also. Pershing doing what he can to clear out the crowds, but still hasn't been repaired. There we go, though we do see field repairs going up, and a rifleman squad absolutely obliterated by Stug and other sorts of fire. Anti-tank gun up. Stug moving in. Oh, the anti-tank gun gets sniped. Panzer as well in the cafe. Right, moving in, and oh, there we go. Anti-tank gun decrewed, and the Pershing is exposing its rear to the Sturmgeschütz. Rocky having great trouble actually getting the Pershing out of town. At least away from the enemy. That could end up very badly. And he is getting murdered. Oh, Pershing misses. Stug goes in and scores the kill. Nice shot right there. Very nice shot. But definitely leaves Rocky in a bit of a tight spot, and he just lost a lot there. Getting in another Pershing. Still, he could have done with a medic station early because he's down to now just 2 rifleman squads. Armored car damaged engine.
The Germans are moving in.
Main gun destroyed. One more hit and it could be it.
Enemy unit.
And there we go. Well, that was a bit of a curveball. Reinforcing back in boost. MG setting up, snipers roaming, mine going off, pinning some Grenadiers but not quite killing. And the Königstiger has arrived from Corps Reserve to assist the 17th SS. And speeding things up a bit. As now both sides are more cautious, in particular Rocky, who now decides to make the attack. Returning to Simon. And there we go. The King Tiger pushes forward, and oh my goodness, excellent kill right there. 4-man down in the blink of an eye. Now, of course, the Pershing is next.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
King Tiger definitely has the advantage right here. Anti-tank on the other side of the river though forces the King Tiger back a bit. Managed to get a grenadier instead. But Rocky is indefinitely in a tight spot between a rock and a hard place, if you will. Ahaha.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Another duel ensues. The Pershing though is quickly losing. Ruffman tries to get off a sticky bomb and they succeed. Sniper trying to clear out the anti-tank gun and also succeeding. Damage engine on the King Tiger, and there we go, anti-tank gun crew gone. The veteran 2 for the American sniper though. And Grenadiers trying to deal with that. And the sniper got him.
The enemy has 300 points.
And of course American and German snipers weren't quite the same thing. Generally Americans didn't have snipers, they had marksmen, nowhere near as trained as the German snipers. And generally the only ones who really sort of have snipers of any sort of dedication, of course, any specialization, were the Germans and the Soviets during World War II, really. With actual training and such dedicated towards it. As for the 17th SS, it was a division of some middling quality, and in some cases, in particular in war, it was really questioned, did it really need all that equipment which could be used on more needing divisions, which also did a better job generally with the equipment given to them. But they were the first SS division the Americans actually encountered. Granted, some of its parts were actually reinforcements from other SS divisions, most particularly the 9th and 10th SS, actually attached their reconnaissance battalions, most particularly the mechanized parts of it, to the division, rather pumping it up with some more experienced troops. Right, now advancing, and there we go, 2 sticky bombs on the Stuke. Damaged engine, immobilized even. Ooh, that's not good. And we have no veterancy for it. We do have veterancy free for the infantry. Simon going was nice warm up. And the Stuke is actually saved. A small miracle. Pershing is fully repaired. Might be an idea to shift the point of attention because the King Tiger is pretty much effectively blocking this way. Down south would be a better point, and there we go. Pershing sent in, but without support. Always support. And there we go. Directly getting encountered with quite the bit of resistance. Sturmgeschütz, Pack, and 2 Panzerschrecks. Rather nicely predicted by Armstrong. There we go, Armour Veterancy 1 up, speeding up again. Bit of lighter engagement up north, anti-tank gun cleared out, Rifleman moving in to re-secure. They could of course get sniped. No, Simon actually lost his sniper again. And 2 snipers are now up for Rocky. I'm not entirely sure that's what he wants against the King Tiger. Of course, he could clear out the infantry support for it. 4 Grenadier squads all in all. Nice infantry mount. Grenadier squad, in fact, run off. Oh, armor car taking a hit. Nicht gut. Definitely knocking none too good. Another MG run off. The sniper simply doing too much. Armor car pouring in, but the Pershing arrives. But looks like the anti-tank gun crew could go down, and there we go! Shrapnel stretched the last poor bastards. And now it's down to the Pershing versus the King Tiger, but the Pershing has not been fully repaired. Engineers charging forwards, but Grenadiers with 2 Browning automatics are making short work of the Engineers. Tragically short work. More on the way from the motor pool. Trying to clear up the anti-tank gun. Another push by Rocky. He is unstoppable. At least an attempt that he won't give up, at least immediately. Not that he can't be defeated, that is. Another attempt down south. Not so much to stop it now, since most of the focus now from S1mon is up north. Sniper's almost down. Damage engine on the King Tiger. Pershing pushing in again, but with barely any health. This seems awfully reckless by Rocky. And another anti-tank gun. Missing quite wide. He's trying to stop the drain of victory point and speeding things up again. And so I'm a bit short on time today. Again, we'll have to prepare it all for a weekend. Nice hit on the King Tiger. S1mon are advancing. Stuke taking hits. And the Pershing went down. The Pax scored the kill by the looks of it, or perhaps the Grenadiers did. Shit, that was bloody close for S1mon to get a good shot there on the snipers. And for some reason, the half-tracker start up there seems to have been forgotten to be crewed by Rocky, which is a bit of a shame. Or he might be trying to use it to take the point. Oh yes, you can use half-tracks to take points. That is what he's doing, the clever bastard. But I fear it will be too little. Oh dear, S1mon sniper misses and goes down. Would have been a bit tragic if both snipers had missed. 5-4-2 and game over. A loss for Rocky and the 2nd Infantry Division, despite a really nice half-track rush and a really strong beginning. My goodness, I mean, he ultimately didn't come through because he wasn't able to really seal the deal. Again, there was a lack of mines to make it much more difficult and expensive for S1mon to return. And also I think again he should perhaps have gone for something a bit more directly tough than motor pool and then weapon support. And again, I think he should have gone for the Shermans, which might have presented him with a better chance of dealing with S1mon, who instead, of course, faced with a much slower opponent, of course, react a bit better and, of course, keep focusing on Grenadiers and improving them. So there you go. Nicely played by S1mon, nicely played by Rocky again. I really love to see that half-track just tear through everything. Really rare to see that. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. If you did, why not subscribe and tell your friends. And if you didn't, well, why not send a replay of your own. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.